A bedtime story on the lighthouse keeper's garden. On a small island where the sea meets the sky in soft gray lines, there stands a lighthouse. Its keeper, an elderly woman named Clara, tends not just the light but also a garden that grows in spirals around the tower's base. Each evening, as the sun melts into the horizon like honey into tea, Clara walks the garden path. Her steps are slow and deliberate, following the spiral inward. She has walked this path for 30 years, and her feet know every stone, every dip where rainwater gathers. Tonight the air is cool and carries the scent of salt and lavender. The garden holds herbs and flowers that thrive in coastal winds: rosemary, thyme, sea lavender, and hardy roses that bloom in shades of cream and pale pink. Clara doesn't hurry. There is nowhere to rush to, nothing that cannot wait. She pauses beside the rosemary, running her fingers through its needle-like leaves. The fragrance rises, sharp and clean, clearing her mind of the day's small concerns. A fishing boat passes in the distance, its light blinking like a friendly greeting. She waves, though no one can see her. The path spirals deeper. Here grow the chamomile and lemon balm, plants she dries for tea during long winter evenings. She crouches slowly, her knees creaking like old floorboards, and touches the soft chamomile blooms. They feel like tiny clouds between her fingers. At the garden's heart sits a simple wooden bench, weathered silver by years of salt spray. Clara settles onto it with a satisfied sigh, her body grateful for rest. From here she can see the entire garden spiraling outward, and beyond it the endless patient rhythm of the waves. The lighthouse beam begins its rotation above her, casting slow sweeping arcs of light across the darkening sky. One rotation every 15 seconds. Clara has learned to breathe with it, in for 15 seconds as the light sweeps away, out for 15 seconds as it returns, in and out, light and dark, away and home. A rabbit emerges from beneath the sage bushes, its nose twitching. It has lived in this garden for 3 seasons now, unafraid. Clara watches it hop toward the clover patch, its movements unhurried, confident in its safety here. Above, the first stars begin to appear, faint and tentative. Clara names them silently, the way her father taught her when she was young and he was the lighthouse keeper. That one is steadfast. That one is patience. That one barely visible is hope. The wind shifts, bringing the sound of waves washing over smooth stones on the beach below. It's a sound like breathing, like the earth itself settling into sleep. The rhythm never changes, never rushes, never stops. It has been this way for millions of years, will be this way for millions more. Clara feels her shoulders drop, tension she didn't know she carried releasing into the cool evening air. Tomorrow she will climb the lighthouse stairs, polish the lens, check the mechanisms. Tomorrow she will weed the garden paths, water the herbs, perhaps bake bread. But tomorrow is not here yet. For now there is only this. the spiral garden, the patient lighthouse beam, the rabbit in the clover, the stars emerging one by one like shy children, the endless conversation between wave and shore. Clara closes her eyes, still breathing with the lighthouse rhythm. 15 seconds in. 15 seconds out. The beam sweeps over her, painting the inside of her eyelids soft red, then leaving her in gentle darkness, then returning. A pulse, a heartbeat, a lullaby of light. When she finally rises to return to the lighthouse, her movements are even slower than before, as if she's moving through water, through honey, through the thick quiet of deepening night. She leaves the garden gate open for the rabbit, for the night creatures, for the moths that will visit the evening primrose. Inside the lighthouse, she climbs the spiral stairs. Another spiral echoing the garden, each step deliberate and measured. At the top, she checks the light one final time. It turns steadily, faithfully, asking nothing, offering everything. Clara descends to her small quarters, where a simple bed waits beneath a window facing the sea. She lies down, pulling a quilt her grandmother made over her shoulders. Through the window she can see the garden, silver in starlight, spiraling outward like a galaxy, like a shell, like the path of birds migrating home. The lighthouse beam sweeps past her window. Once, twice, 3 times. Clara's breathing slows, matching the rhythm she knows so well. In and the light sweeps away. Out and the light returns. Away. Home. And somewhere between one sweep and the next, between the wave reaching the shore and drawing back, between breathing in and breathing out, Clara drifts into sleep as gentle and inevitable as the tide.